To Beej, while you're unable to lie effectively, what are magnets and how do they work? Okay, well, you ask me a simple question like that. You ask me, like, what are magnets? You know, how does a magnet work? Like, what is the thing that makes a magnet work? And the thing is that I could tell you about how magnets work, but the thing is in order to help you understand how magnets work, I'm going to have to explain how the electromagnetic force works. But if I start to explain how the electromagnetic force works, then we need to start getting into a lot of other things about how basic forces work as well. But if we start talking about how basic forces work, in order to describe how that works, I'm going to have to start talking about how quantum mechanics works. But if we talk about quantum mechanics, that means that we're going to have to go over an awful lot of physics that are things that are that's not necessarily something that everyone's going to be familiar with. So you asked me to give you a simple answer to this question, but there's really no simple answer to this question, because I can explain what an electron is, and I can explain how that relates to an atom, but then how also you can lose electrons, and how that'll also mean that an atom wants to attract electrons back. But if you don't understand how an electron's supposed to work, and how it works at like different valence levels, or any of that kind of stuff, it's going to be harder to understand how that kind of attraction works. And we can then even get into other forces that you see in the universe. And the problem with that is that there's all sorts of beautiful ways you can talk about it, but what you really want to do is you want to go look up this talk by Richard Feynman that I am intensely cribbing from right now, and watch his explanation, because it's amazing.
Nice. That was very well done, actually.
I was like straight channeling that whole talk, and it's such a good talk.
Yeah. Turns out, yeah. Richard Feynman, the whole it turns out ICP wasn't that wrong when they were like, Bay magnets, how do they work? Turns out to be more complicated than one would think.
Yeah.